First of all, I'd like to say, if you're a returning subscriber, I thank you so much for your support for this channel. And if you are new to this channel, I would urge you to hit on the subscribe button to join this family, because we have a lot to offer you. Trust me, there is a lot coming, and I can promise you that. This was a question by a subscriber recently, about a day ago, and she wanted to know about certain, rules and regulations in the country here in Dubai, and I'm here to help. As usual, this is what we do. So her question, her name is Alhassan Amina. Alhassan Amina. Alhassan Amina. If a company brings you to Dubai, maybe they give you 3 years contract and the contract expires. Is it compulsory for you to go home, or you can renew your stay in Dubai? Yeah, Alhassan Amina, thanks for this question. And I believe there are so many people who are also going through the same kind of challenge here in the country, who don't know what to do. Because yes, sometimes when you complete your contract, most of the companies, especially those companies that are this kind of stubborn, like they do things their way, they don't do things according to the ways of the government. And mind you, the natives of this country don't actually own most companies in this country. Most of the companies are owned by private sectors, and then foreigners, Chinese, Indians, Lebanese, lots of people. And sometimes when they bring people into the country to work, like on direct employment, they actually force you to either renew your contract, or force you to leave the country upon expiry of your contract. Now, this is what happens. If your contract expires in the country, if your contract here in the UAE expires, you have a 30 days grace period to either renew your contract, or to find another job, or to renew your stay in the country. You understand? It's these 3 things. It's either you renew your contract, you find another job for a new sponsorship, or you renew your stay in the country. Now, don't be lied or don't be fooled by people telling you that, Charlie, upon completing your contract, I want you to leave the country, or I want you to exit the country because I brought you into the country. No, it is nothing like that. It has nothing. It is false. It is unlawful. It is illegal for anybody to do that. And if you report them to the authority, you find your way through to labor, they will be in hot soup for that. Trust me. So it is not compulsory for an employer to ask you to leave the country upon expiry of contract, or upon completion of contract. Sometimes they say these things just to keep you working for them, and most of the times too, this is what really happens. Most people actually cancel from one company, and then they do not renew their stay. When a company sponsors you into the country and your stay here expires and you don't renew, the company is actually held responsible. Not just the company. If a sponsor, be it a family member, be it a friend, be it a company, if they sponsor you into the country and then you get to stay and work here, or even if on tourist, if you come into the country and your stay here expires, the sponsor of your visa actually is held responsible, because they served as guarantors for your coming into the country. So they are held responsible if you are not found. That is where I think these employers take this kind of step. But after a contract, it is in your own will. Like you either renew or terminate that contract by will of you, like from your own free will. Okay, nobody is supposed to force you to either work for them, or they drop you at the airport and give you your passport. And I believe this is the main reason why the new law states that no employer is supposed to keep an employee's passport with them, because an employee is supposed to have full custody of their documents. It is their legal or bona fide property. Your document is a part of you. Your document tells who you are and where you come from, and it is illegal it is actually illegal in the country, but it is going to be implemented. It is going to be a force, like it is going to be in full force from February 2022, that no employer should keep your passport. So according to your question, if your contract here in the UAE expires, it is not compulsory for an employer to tell you to exit the country. It is totally unlawful. If you have the means, if you have the money to renew your contract, you know, be by force for exit the country. No, it is totally unlawful. So that is it for your question. I thank you for being a part of the family, and I am most grateful for your subscription here onto the channel. Now, if this is your first time looking into this face, this ugly face, make sure you subscribe to the channel and then like each and every video. Just check out other videos. I've done series of videos in the previous days, and I think they are going to be of great benefit to you. Do your best to check up on my videos, like them, share for others to also benefit from them, so that we can keep the family growing. Charlie, I just want to take this thing to another level. I want us to have our peace of mind wherever we find ourselves. It's enough that people get lying to us each and every day, telling us cock and bull stories just to fall for it, and then while they make money, we are made to suffer for the money we paid for them. So Charlie, that is it. So Amina, that is the answer to your question, and I hope it helps. I just hope it helps. Your employer has no right to tell you to exit the country against your will. You have to do it willingly. If you want to leave, it's up to you. If you don't, you just find your way to the police station or to the labor court. Thanks for joining me on this one. My name remains Kofi Techi, and I hope to see you on the next one.